How are you as the fighter right now compared to the guy who was undefeated in 2016?
You know, I knew a lot of new in professional boxing. After, not after, with the first loss, you know. This is, I don't want to say any bad words, but just I knew I have more experience now.
Are you still as fast, as powerful, as explosive as you were when you got?
You know, those time I went much younger, and I had only my amateur baggage, you know. But now I have a great team in the face, bodybuilder and Teddy Cruz, who helps me right now complete together power and tactique and technique and experience, you know. And right now, for me, easier for workout, you know, for any training camp right now, much easier than was before. And this saved my energy for the fight.
So do you think of a lot of fighters of your level, been around a long time, they've had one, maybe two trainers. You've gone through quite a bit of trainers. Why is that, Ben, and what do you learn from each of them, and do they make you better by switching each time? Do you keep a part of each trainer you've had?
I changed the coaches, not really for that I need something new, because they didn't give me, they give me nothing, you know. I mean, before this coach, I had all my experience from amateur, but my amateur experience finished because I had a big rest between the fights. And right now, body gave me back those things what I need for my style. I showed him once my amateur fight, and he said, "What happened? Where you lost? Where you lost this?" I said, "Nobody remind me about this, you know." And everything I do in everything I did in my training camp by myself, you know. Just nobody said me "Hey, put your hand more up, put your knee little right, or little turn, you know." Just nobody worked with me by tactique and technique.
John David didn't do that with you?
No.
So
John David did nothing at all, except meat, only meat.
So what were you like when you look at that video? Describe the fighter that you were back then. The video of you as an amateur. What kind of fighter were you?
I fought with against Matt Korobov. Matt Korobov, when I got a victory, I fought with Matt 3 times. He was the best in middleweight. It was 75 kilos, and I fought with him 3 times. One fight, first fight I lost, the second fight I won, and third fight, referee didn't give me opportunity to fight. I lost. You know,
What was your style like in that fight? How are you different than you are now?
Just the boxing.
Your jab,
boxing, jab. Yeah, what I use right now. Yeah, the last last match.
So what was the difference in your opinion? From that video to what you saw before you took him over?
I think what happened was, if a guy's winning by knocking everybody out, that's what they stick with. And that's everybody around them, let them stick with it. But there's going to come a time that you're going to hit a guy, he's not going to fall down. Now you got to resort to what you know best. And if you're not reminded of that, I mean, you're not going to do it. And all I did was just remind him. You know, I'm like, "Listen, man, you know, you go back to that." He goes, "But buddy, I'm the crusher." I said, "Cool, but you could be a smart crusher. You know, you don't always got to be like that crusher that's going to just smash the guy right away. Sometimes you got to set it up.
But,
And that's what he did. It was easy. It wasn't hard at all.
but Sergey, does that mean in this fight you might want him fighting off maybe even the back foot more than usual? With that jab.
Well, I want him to do what I know he can do. If he does what I know he can do, it's going to surprise a lot of people. Not me. It's not going to surprise me. Because I know he's going to win the fight. But I feel in my heart that if he does what I know he can do, and he puts it all together Saturday, which I know he will do, everybody's going to be in for a shot. Because he does shit sometimes that I'm looking at in the gym like, damn, I didn't know this guy could fight like that. He can fight, man. He's not just a puncher. He's got a lot in his arsenal. He's just never used it. You know what I mean? And sometimes in the gym, that switch clicks. He just puts all together, and I feel bad for the guys that are sparring with him.
So what you're saying is there's a possibility you can knock out Canelo.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that because I'm not one to. I mean, but I'm just going to say that he's going to shock a lot of people Saturday night.
Sergey, do you feel that you're going to surprise people? Do you agree with what he's saying, that you're going to surprise people by the way you fight on Saturday?
Listen, I'm not going to surprise anybody. I'm going to get inside the ring and do my job. My job is the most important to get victory, you know. And like I'm working on this Saturday just for my glory, for my story, for my future. What I should do, just to get victory over this guy. Just this is my goal. But how it is going to be for anybody, like surprise or not surprise, I don't care at all, you know, believe me. Just I care about right now that I should stay out of the ring, healthy and winner.
The last time you fought here, the fight went to the scorecards. It didn't go your way. Obviously, you feel that you won. A lot of people feel that you won the fight against Andre Ward. Canelo has gotten his fair share of questionable decisions maybe here. Do you feel that if the fight goes the distance, that you can get a decision in Las Vegas against him?
Yes, I'm feeling that will be something, could be, you know, I don't know, because I had already wrong decision. But right now this is not my, I'm not concentrated, I don't have concentration on this, you know, because like my job is to get and show to the people good boxing, good fight. For future that they can say like this was the greatest fight what we saw, or this is fight of the year. This is much better, much cost than like you get the close but judges gave you or present you like a gift, the winner. You know, it's not like important for me.
Do you feel like you, at some point during your pro career, became difficult to coach? Like, you know, when you look back on it, do you feel like you were difficult for your coaches?
Ты думаешь, что, может, им было трудно тебя тренировать?
I don't know.
Before him.
It's difficult to train me.
No.
Like we understand each other because we're speaking, and I know that he's a professional. You know, if his advice real, like my ears get it, and my mind like approve it. You know, but if body will say some wrong things, like I not will be the ear. You know, my mind will stop it. You know, and it was with my past coaches. You know, if they give you like hey, you should do like 100 push-ups every morning. Why? No, it's I even cannot like say examples because was nothing, you know, was nothing. I every morning awake and do myself what I knew. Nobody even no any advices, you know. And after this year, they say, oh, he didn't hear me, but you didn't say something what they should hear you, you know. But everybody say me like I hear this and I do this because I understand this. It's right.
It's best to show them. It's like with a kid. If you tell your kid to do something, so show me, Dad, and you can't show him, Like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
But if you show him and explain to him, I said, you don't gotta do it the same way I do it. Let's just get the same result. He's like, okay, buddy, I got it. And you know,
And everything, everybody said he's doing himself everything. Yes, I do, because if I don't have any advices and no any instruction, what I should do? Sit down and waiting like somebody will do for you. Of course, I'm studying like because 5 o'clock I have a workout. I should do. I came to the gym and nobody say me what I should instruction what I should to do. Okay, I will start the jumping. I will start something to do what I knew from amateur, you know, and all my 7 years was like that. Then like abroad to Sunkulatov, like started working with me. I like too, you know, because like he gave me those what I had, like because he's from amateur, like you know, and why was split? Because he didn't believe after my loss, like he said like he needs to stop the fight, stop the boxing career, right? Okay, if you're thinking like that, okay, then I will follow my boxing career myself.
Buddy,
And after this, I will came to the body and we spoke about our connection and work together.
buddy,
Sir?
you spoke on sometimes in camp, Sergey, you know, maybe turning on a switch. Obviously, it was a quick turnaround from his last fight. There was a moment in his last fight against Yard where you maybe contemplated stopping it. Did you see that switch come on a lot during this camp and the quick turnaround?
in the Yard fight, he got lazy. Yard built up momentum, and he came back to the corner. He goes, buddy, don't stop it. I got him now. He's tired. I said, all right, show me. And then he went out and he showed him. You know what I mean? And as far as fighting close back to back, I think it's great. You know what I mean? You don't have time to get out of shape. You can't put on a lot of weight. You know what I mean? And this is what he does for a living. You know, and he says the busier he is, the better he is. So as far as the switch being clicked on, I just think that, yes, it is.
Sergey, what do you do to neutralize Canelo's body punching in this fight? And what do you think of Tumo?
We'll show this Saturday. Oh, I can say you like here right now. All my plan, what I should to do. No. Then why to fight this Saturday? If I will explain right now everything. No.
What do you?
I will try to show everything what we worked what we worked in my training camp. We will try to show this Saturday.
Do you feel confident though that you guys have, you know, specifically that body shots on the inside?
Yeah, we understand that he's gonna like punch hooks, body punches, you know, like of course. But he's different, like little different, you know.
Sergey, were you surprised when you heard that Canelo wanted to fight you, that he wanted to move up?
Yes, I didn't believe in it. Aegis like told me like maybe already third or fourth time. I said, okay, if it's true, let's sign contract. You know, like, but before sign contract, I don't believe it. You know.
Do you think he took the fight because he feels you're not the same guy you were as when you were undefeated? Is that a big miscalculation on Canelo's part?
Я думаю, что он тебя недооценивает.
I don't think so. But if he wants to make a history, you know, who's gonna fight he right now in light heavy? I'm the best in light heavy. I cannot to say that right now Bitter B better. Yeah, he has 2 titles, but remember, one IBF title is mine. It was like he got this title from against the fight with nobody, you know. I don't know this guy at all, you know. And this title was vacated. You know, this is a big motivation to get victory over Canelo, to fight with BW.
Pressure. There was a point where the fight with Canelo was being spoke about before Yard.
something about step aside. That didn't happen. You went and fought Yard first. Do you feel like it was better to get that fight in before the Canelo fight? Looking back at it, like, are you happy that you were able to get a camp, fight Yard, and then now a quick turnaround and another camp for the Canelo fight?
You know, I went, if true, I went, my fight against Yard was scheduled for June 29th.
Right.
I was much better ready for those time, for June. And then 3 weeks, I start my training camp like 3 weeks before the fight, yeah? 3 weeks before the fight. And then like I 3 weeks stay in Russia. Didn't work out, you know, like a lot of traveling, you know, a little by little lost my all what I work on it, you know. And then second schedule for the fight, August 24th. It's again, you know, like already was ready for the fight, but not like in June, you know. And these are now very small, short rest between the fights. Someday when I awake, like, and I feel like yes, I should to get a rest 3 more weeks. But someday, like, okay, I'm fine, I'm ready, you know. And right now I cannot to say better or worse, you know. Just the fight will show. This Saturday will show how is the better will be. And they should be, you know. But right now, I'm good. I'm still alive. I'm very motivated, you know, and I'm happy. Just hungry.
Sergey, there's that picture of you in Canelo that you took to Big Bear. Did you actually spar him without any rounds?
No.
Never sparred him?
Just, no. I feel from first day I went in 175, but I losing the weight 170 to 175. You know, when I started fighting 175, I came to the U.S. My weight was 187. You know, and for me, losing to weight to 175, it was a very big surprise. But Aegis pushed me like, Sergey, light heavyweight, like nobody, no money, like let's do like losing the weight to super middleweight. I said no, I can't do it. No, like what I should do, cut my leg or arm. It's not like it's not real. We will promote this someday. This light heavyweight division will be very famous. Believe me. He said, okay, let's go. And 3 years I fought in some hangars, garages, you know, like nobody knew me, you know, like, and I fought without the first 18 fights. My first $5,000 I got by test fight from Many Men's Promotions. Fight number 19. It was a rematch with against Darnell Boone, you know, and after this, Katie will sign a contract with me. But everything happens for a reason, you know. All my way, not like straight. Everything like this, and what's not killing me, make me stronger.
So before Kathy signed you, you were basically struggling to live. You were in a foreign country where you didn't speak the language, and it sounds like you weren't making any money. I mean, did you ever give thought of leaving the U.S. and going back because it was so difficult here?
You know, when I came to boxing, when I came to the boxing gym in Russia, my hometown, I started working every workout in belief that only by my fist I can get everything what I want for my future, for my family, for my future kids. I went only 11 years old, you know, but already I thought like that, you know, just by fists I can do my future. Only with this I stay in the boxing every day, losing, but okay, this is like it should be help me in the future, like, you know, this is experience. Yes, I have like a 18 or 23 loses. I need to like check my block note, you know. 215 fights and to 15 fights I have, and like wins 198 wins, like how many like 17, yeah, 17 loses, and every loses it's like it pushed me, you know, like, and they gave me some experience, you know, that this is like I lost because, and I know why, you know.
So, what are the keys to winning the fight on Saturday night, buddy? Too, if you could.
Just not losing concentration for my plan, for my tactic. Okay, guys, thank you.
Hey guys, let's cut it.